I stay observing every time I speak on weird shit that be going on because there's been times in the past I spoke on weird stuff that was going on around me, and then after I spoke on these things, it got worse as far as like the environment goes, the severity of the environment, whether it was like healthy or unhealthy, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So I just wanted to say that because I woke up this morning between 6 and 7 o'clock in the morning, and you know how you feel like your presence, even though or you know how you feel like you be asleep, right? You unconscious, but you feel like somebody else's presence been around you even though you was asleep. You feel that way, like while you was asleep, you be feeling like somebody was possibly around you. Like I woke up feeling like that, yo. And asked my cousin, my auntie, if like anybody like stepped foot around here or ever had stepped foot in her apartment that wasn't them. They told me no. The only people that got keys to her apartment is them two, and that's it. So um, I be thinking sometime that I be thinking sometime that like somebody else is saying that they talking to me and they not talking to me at all. You know what I'm saying? Realistically speaking, like I'm not like I said, I've been sober for over 2 years and celibate for over 3 years. Um, but I still like converse with some of these ladies and stuff like that. But I wouldn't like have sex. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm just restricting myself from everything. I'm just not having sex with any of these ladies. You feel me? And I feel like people in the past has made up lies about me and tried to make it like I was talking to men. I'm not talking to men at all. I'm not having sex with men. You know what I'm saying? Um, when I was living in South Carolina, some man made up a bold-faced lie about me. That's how they was able to actually have some mental crisis lady come and talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Some dude, some gay man, just made up a bold-faced lie. Didn't know me at all. Just lied. Like he literally just lied, and I didn't know. I still don't know the full details, but I know this much as of today, as of August 11, 2025, that I got somebody just made up a bold-faced lie on that particular day. So somebody could reach out to someone else and say, look, we had a mental health crisis person, talk to him. That dude is off. That dude is mentally ill, and that'll be a bold-faced lie, right? But then they would actually, they could convince somebody else that kind of lie about me. And then that somebody else that they talking to, that they could convince, that somebody else could tell somebody to come around me and walk around me, or you know what I'm saying? I'll be at the bus stop or something. They could tell some gay dude to come around me, and then just make up a lie and say, look, they talking to each other. Then somebody else, like a couple days later, could take my underwear, give it to that person while I'm not looking. Or even worse, somebody could put something in my food. I'll be unconscious. Somebody could possibly record me or photograph me while I'm sleeping or unconscious, and then make a mockery of me, yo, and make it look like that I'm talking to somebody that I'm not talking to. And they could take that picture or that video, that recording, and put it up on Snapchat, and then frame me or sabotage my image to look like I'm doing something that I'm not doing, yo. So the closest I ever got to a therapist was in 2007 when I went to this rehab class. I got suspended for 2 weeks for smoking weed, yo, and they told me that they would be able to shorten my suspension if I had went to the rehab class for one session, which is one day. But my dad ended up filling out, paperwork for me to go from all the way up until for the rest of the year, all the way up until December of 2007. You feel me? So that's what happened. And it was a rehab class, though. It wasn't like a therapist. It wasn't therapy. It was a rehab class. It was actually people in there who had drinking problems and smoking problems. And then by December, I said I didn't want to go there no more because this one lady, I for some reason, she the only name that I remember, outside of the lady that was the actual like AA. I think it was like an AA class and drug addiction class. The lady who was actually holding that class, she was her name was Linda. And I remember this lady named Samantha. I still remember it was one day she had like a sip of wine and that was it. That's it. She just said she had like a small sip of wine when she went out. And I feel like everybody in there had ganged up on her. And I vividly remember like telling my dad, like, yeah, I don't really want to go back there, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, I kind of sort of feel like it was like tough love they was giving her, but I was just like, yeah, I don't want to go back. You know what I'm saying? That was the closest I ever got to a therapist. I ain't seen that lady since 2007. So I've had certain dreams and visions that really don't sit right with me, yo. And a lot of people else a lot of other people would not believe me. They'll look at me and say, I don't believe you. They'll laugh at me. You know what I'm saying? They'll say he overthinking it, but people haven't seen what I've seen. You know what I'm saying? And people haven't experienced what I've experienced. But when I was in Cali, I was carrying myself in a way more cordial way, more cautious way, more careful way, more safe way. It was times I walked away from negativity and disrespect, and it seemed like it got worse with every time. It was like it was never enough, yo. It ain't like it was just so obvious and blatant and direct to the point where it was like, you know what I'm saying, nigga gotta be on some combative shit everywhere you go. But I could just tell that my phone was getting hacked a whole lot, and there was a lot of sabotaging and framing going on, yo. So when I started peeping that out, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just be careful anyway, because when I start having dreams and visions of like my siblings, my mom like asking me for help in Cali, I start praying for them way, way more. And this is after I said it's all love, God bless, it's all forgiveness, you know. This is after all of that. And somehow it was still some type of a negative motive, yo, that was just ongoing. And it's like it wouldn't stop. So when I started speaking up, things still went toward the negative, like went in a negative way. So that's when I realized it really didn't matter, yo, because let's say if somebody sabotaged me, you know, let's say if somebody is running around saying that they talking to me, or something messed up has happened, or somebody has taken my sperm and give it to somebody for them to impregnate themselves. There's somebody with a large amount of authority that's covering this up, and whoever's doing that is somebody that's a part of some type of a group or clique or gang or cult or fraternity. It's something, yo, because I myself, I can't just jump up one day, right, and then try to frame somebody. It's not gonna happen. I could try, but it's not gonna work. So it got to be a certain amount of people that got to understand it amongst each other. So, that was my biggest fear, yo. Like believing that somebody tried to reach out to somebody under the age of 18 and make up a lie about me, try to make it like I was talking to somebody under the age of 18. It's easy to frame somebody when I can basically, like, I could put something in somebody's drink, just a bottle of water. Simple, like put something in their water, shake it up. This is just an example. Somebody could put something in my water, shake it up. I'll go to sleep, you know what I'm saying? And then I mess around and wake up. And you feel me? I'll be feeling like something weird has happened, but I really don't think anything happened because I don't really feel any different. But I would know that somebody possibly took a video or recording of me. You know what I'm saying? A picture or recording of me. And the rest is history, yo. That can happen easily. So, somebody could take a picture while I'm knocked out, unconscious, and then make it look like I'm engaging in sex. You know what I'm saying? Ruin my image. And then tell other people he's bipolar or he's mentally ill. That's a lie. And then somebody else will come forth and make up a bigger lie and say, yeah, he tried to attack me. That's what happened when I was working at that distribution center, the Walmart distribution center, in December 2022, yo. Like a gay man just made up a lie, like just lied. There was no reason, like, just lie one day. So, I don't really know when the anxiety started, you know what I'm saying? But I do think something like that possibly took place in Cali, you know what I'm saying? Somebody, like, tried to do something scandalous in my sleep, or in South Carolina, I mean. And what bothered me so much is when I said, look, God bless, it's all love and forgiveness to my whole family. I feel like that should have been it, yo. But some people tried to, like, use that and then make things worse for me and other people around me. That's what bothered me the most. But I was just thinking about this, you know, the way I analyze things today. And, you know, it's been times I was walking down the street and I was working out. I'll be doing push-ups. You know, there's been times I was walking out, literally be outside, like on the sidewalk doing push-ups or something. Somebody else would walk past me, but I wouldn't know that that person was on Snapchat talking about me, saying that they knew me or I was talking to them. You feel me? Make up a whole lie. And then tell the whole public a bold-faced lie about me, hack into my phone, take some video out of my phone that I didn't publicize, and then publicize that on another social media platform that I'm not on, or I'm just not connected with at the time, or I'm just not up to date about what's going on. And then they could try to make it look like, you know, I'm saying one thing on a social media platform somewhere, but then saying something else on another social media platform like YouTube, which this video about to go up on. The rest is history, yo. So, the best way to say this is, if it's anybody saying that like they did anything with me recently, or I did anything to them or with them, they're telling a lie. But most likely, if that lie is being covered up for this long, it's somebody who's helping them cover it up. And then you also got people that's under the age of 18 that's a part of certain fraternities and sororities also. They just be proning them to get ready for when they become an adult, and then they actually be fully, wholeheartedly devoted to be a part of some type of fraternity or a brotherhood or sisterhood or clique or gang. Like, that can happen, yo. Like, so main reason I'm speaking on this is because I just, to be honest, I was reminiscing and I was thinking about that lady, Linda, that I ain't seen in a long time, since 2007. And she was like a counselor for people who had drug addictions. Last time I seen that lady was in December 2007, I think, November or December 2007. And so I said to myself, there's no way she could write up some statement about me. And that lady who popped up on me in December 2022, I didn't know that lady. I remember her name. She wasn't an associate of mine. She was somebody who knew my dad. The last time I talked to that lady was December 2022. After they like took me out the house, that was it. So if I could change things up a little bit, I would. Like, there's some things I would not have said that I said in the past when I was speaking out of anger. It's a lot of stuff I would not have said. There's a lot of stuff I wouldn't have said. It's kind of a feeling of aggravation sometimes, because like, just as simple as like when I woke up this morning, you know, I woke up between 6 and 7 a.m. and I just feel like, yo, somebody asked my auntie, I asked my cousin earlier, like not too long ago, like, yo, did somebody come in here? Like, they're like, no. You know what I'm saying? They told me a long time ago, like, only people that got access to the, you know, their apartment is them. But when I got recorded so many times by people and like photographed by so many times by people that was in like South Carolina and also in California, every time I looked up, I saw somebody recording me. It ain't like they was like telling me they was recording me. They were just literally right in my face, just recording me. You know what I'm saying? Putting me on social media platforms that can, like Snapchat, that could be seen and then unseen immediately. When I started seeing that stuff, that was bothering me already. But then when I realized that it was people taking clothes and putting stuff in other people's possession and then trying to make it look like that I was mentally ill, or even worse, somebody would just take some clothes just because they know they would trigger me to make a video. And then they'll try to compare my characteristics with somebody else who's possibly already been diagnosed with something, and then try to make it look like it's something hereditary, dog. That could happen to me also. That's happened in the past. Not as far as like somebody trying to diagnose me, but I have been accused in the past by people who didn't even know me. You know what I'm saying? People just like came at me sideways and didn't know me at all, yo. Based off of something that they heard, you know. So, man, look, I'm just trying to figure out what God's telling me and tread lightly and stay peaceful, and God bless to everybody. But at this point, everybody know I've been celibate for 3 years, over 3 years. Everybody know I've been sober for over 2 years. And if it's anything being stated that goes against that, or if it's anything that's been seen that goes against that, somebody got to let me know. You need to let me know as soon as possible. And I mean as soon as possible. And that's it, yo. Like, I woke up, like I said, I woke up between 6 and 7 a.m. feeling weird again, yo. So it could just be a thought, just a you know, negative thought when you first wake up. Nobody can say they did anything with me or I'm doing anything with them. When I say I've been celibate, I literally mean that. I mean, I'm not even masturbating right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, can't none of these ladies say I grabbed their ass or nothing like that. Like, I'm not even like doing anything that's like along the lines of foreplay or anything. So I do believe it's some type of lie already that's been sparked up though. You feel me? Um, so yeah, let me know to anybody, yo. God bless to everybody though. And that's it. And yeah, again, the last time I talked to anybody that was close to like some type of a therapist or a counselor, that was in December 2007. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Um, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was people who had like drug addictions, and that was it.